In this video, I'm going to go over how to handle a database. I know we haven't done a lot of these in class, so I just want to give you a short tutorial in case one of these comes up. So the first thing I'm going to do is split my screen so that you can see this on one side. And on the other side, I'm going to open up Microsoft Access, which is what BPA uses. So here's my main screen, and I'm just going to go with a blank desktop database and create it. It looks like this. Okay, so I'm just going to move this over real quick. So I need to set it up with these fields and specific size, types of formats, and indexing. So the first thing I'm going to do is change this one, rename it to be called title, because that's the first field. And then we're going to add fname, just like they do. And then cancel. You know what? I'm going to delete this, and we're going to do this a little differently. We're going to add a short text. I like short text, called fname. And then we're going to add short text called lname for first name and last name. Add short text address. Having trouble getting it to scroll over. Add short text city. Add. Okay, and we still need state, zip code, and department. State, zip code, and department. All right, so I believe that was all of the fields we needed. I'm going to right click here on table 1 and go to design view. I guess I'll just go ahead and name this job 2 contestant number. Okay, so this one right now is a key. I'm just going to take that off by right clicking and getting rid of that primary key. It will cause you problems. And I'm going to change auto number to short text because the text allows us to sort. I have figured out. And then, so we have everything formatted as text, which is fine. And we have to do the sizes. So right here where title field size is supposed to be 5. So we'll change this one to 5. The first name is supposed to be 30, so we'll type that in. Last name is 30. Address is 70. City is 30. State is 4. Zip code is 10. And department is 60. Okay. And then all of these should be not indexed for the first 4. And the last 4 are yes, duplicates are okay. So let's double check. We have no unindexed, no, no, and no. And now this one, the 5th one for city, should be yes, duplicates are okay. And the next one here, we want to allow duplicates because there's probably a good chance that we're going to have the same city or the same state. Zip codes, yes, duplicates are okay. And here we go. Oh, Yes, duplicates are okay. So I think we got all of those changed, and these are still at no. Okay. I think we have gotten that set up this way. Next thing we need to do is enter this data. So the way that we'll do that is I'm going to right click back here and go back to data sheet. Yes, I want to. So first thing is title, Mr., and then I'll tab over first name, Justin, tab, Wilson, tab, 14139 mile stretch road. Be very careful not to make any typing mistakes. Because the way BPA works, if you make mistakes, you lose points for each one. If you make too many, you get no points. And once you get to the end, you can hit enter and it'll take you to a new line. So now we'll do Miss, tab, Melissa, tab, Kaiser, tab, 34, Turning, Leaf, Court, Columbus, Ohio, OH, 43137. Tab, and she is Information Technology Department. And I'm going to go ahead and pause, and if you're working along with me, you can pause the video and wait for me to finish up this typing, and you do the same. Okay, now that I finished typing in all of the information in this, there's a few things I need to do. I can see that I need to sort by department and sort ABC by last name. Group by department, sort ABC order by last name. In a report wizard. Well, let's see here. I think we can sort by department and then last name. And then we would group, maybe we would sort by last name first, and then sort by department. So then I think we would get alphabetized by last name as well. Last name, yes. Those two are correct, and these two are in order. Okay, so now they are grouped by department and in order by last name in each department. I believe that is what we needed to do. We need landscape in our, report wizard. So we need to print this table in landscape orientation. So file, we would go up here to print. Oh, I don't have my printer here, but we would need to set it up in landscape. Okay, so the place to change your orientation in this print setting is actually over in Properties, and then you'd go from Portrait to Landscape. Okay. And so you would go ahead in a BPA contest and print here because it says to print. Okay, so I'll just pretend I printed and cancel. Now we need to use the report wizard to create a report. So the report wizard, where is it? Create, I think. Yeah, create. a report. Sure, we'll save it. And there's our report. Is it still sorted the way we wanted it to be? By department, it looks like it, and then by last name. Yes. Okay, so we'll also, I believe, want to adjust the fields so no items are truncated and no fields are overlapping. So we will adjust this by dragging it shorter and drag that shorter and drag this one in, this one, and the state and the zip code. And I think we need to get it into landscape, which is probably in page setup. Yep, we'll go to landscape. Now it's all fitting on the one page we can see. Okay, the next thing it asks us to do is put our contestant number and job number in the footer and then print it in landscape orientation. Oh, and report title is new hires - contestant number. So we'll call this new hires - contestant number. Now we need a footer. And the job number must go in the footer. So the place to find the footer is up in the Report Layout Tools Design tab. We see this header and footer area. So if we add page numbers to the bottom of the page on the left side, it added our page down here in the footer. Now let's just change this to a label, and then we should be able to write our job number, right? I believe it said just to put our job number. Nope, contestant number and job number. Okay, so contestant number and job number. Okay, so I think we did everything. Let's just go to print preview, and this is what it would look like. Our footer is there, and our table looks like this. So you would go ahead and print it out, and you would be done with this job. And here is the answer key, and it says note to graders, any order is fine as long as information is correct for each person. Interesting. So I think they'll probably grade it fairly leniently as long as everything is in there typed correctly. And of course, double check your rubric that you did your title, you got all of your fields in there, visible with no overlapping, landscape orientation, alphabetical order, department, and then by last name, and that your ID and stuff are in the footer, and that your report is printed in landscape. And see, you can notice that if you have no errors, it's worth 100 points. If you have more than 4 errors in your typing, you lose all points out of this 100. And this job is only worth 170, so you really can't afford to make errors. And that is a database job from Not an Expert.